Welcome back to the Wedding Police. I'm Penny,
And I'm Jim.
and today we're talking about unplugged weddings, which is kind of ironic because today is the first day that we're filming, and we're filming this for our YouTube channel and for TikTok because I've kind of got us on everything. And so you're going to see some glitches today. Might not have the right lighting. We might not have the right whatever's. Maybe the video is going to be choppy, but you're going to take this ride with us because we're on a journey together. We've come this far. I have to take these off because I can't see. Ta-da. All right, should I do this thing like I do in our iconic photo?
Bring it down a notch.
I'm judging you.
It's so iconic.
I'm
It
so
is. It
judging
really
you.
is.
I'm not judging you, Lee, actually.
No,
So I
no.
have gotten social media up and running to the point where I could get it up and running, I think I'm a boomer, like at the end of the boomer generation. I've signed up and I'm following the instructions of my social media guru, Joseph O'Connell, and who shall not be named, Joseph O'Connell. And he tells me what to do and I do it. I did Pinterest, I did all this stuff, and I want to get people more engaged with this. And it worked because I've had people now since Thursday, just since Thursday, so that's only 4 days, who have reached out to me in a private message, in a
Okay.
direct message. I now know what somebody says. They slid into my DMs. I learned that. A direct
Ooh.
message.
Yes. All right. Look at you coming through with all the technical terms.
I'm not a boomer anymore. Yeah, I am. So I had somebody reach out to me and Jim and I talked about this. So starting next week, it's our 10th episode, 10-week anniversary. We're going to have a segment we call Ask the Wedding Police. So the whole episode will be about whatever they ask us. So we don't know what it's going to be
I was
next
going to
week
say,
yet.
it's who
We'll
knows
know
what's going to
next
come out.
week, but for
Yes.
this week, we're just going to say stay tuned. Our 10-week anniversary episode will be a surprise for everyone. We had a lot of fun with toasts, I and AI, and I know it was hard to listen to, but it was fun. And I learned a lot from that. I mean, that toast was crazy. I think every time we do one and then people reach out and say, oh, this or oh, that, I learn something new. I'm on social media now for the first time in a very long time, and I'm enjoying it because it's just people with their weddings. There's no this issue or that issue. Nobody's arguing, nobody's name
Yeah.
calling. There are
No
brides.
politics. Yes.
No,
Yes.
no religion, no this, no, you shouldn't have this, or you shouldn't. People who ask about their dog, and then somebody's like, why do you have that dog? I mean, I can't tell you how upsetting it is to just, it's ridiculous. But these people are genuinely interested. I hear this all the time. Hi, I'm a 2027 bride, new to this whole thing. Does anybody have any advice for dot, 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 dot? They're asking the universe.
The general, like just putting it out there.
From
Yep.
all over the place. And I'm
Uh-huh.
typing in little answers like, don't let anybody tell you what you want. Because they're like, well, I love this dress. There was a thing where I love this dress, but all my friends said they didn't like it. So I went and bought another dress, but I still love the first dress. I'm like, no, I mean, we covered that in dress shopping, but you know what I mean? I'm getting input. I want everybody to go to our website, email me if you want. Reach out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're going to start having a better presence, and we're here to answer questions because, believe it
Yep.
or not, between Jim and I added together, we probably have 60, 70 maybe years of wedding experience. Probably 60, 65, and 45 of that's me. But we're calling ourselves the police, but we're really the fun police. We don't want to be
Yes.
like, we're not the fun police in the sense that we're going to stop you from having fun. We want you to have fun. We don't want
Absolutely.
you to be upset or heartbroken. So, as far as unplugged weddings go, we're going to be sitting here today talking about how people don't want social media. And I just went on about how great I have rediscovered social media. So, I'm going to let you give your opinion because right now I'm on a little bit of a, I don't know what it is, a little bit of a high because I had a good weekend with my brides on TikTok.
Good. Okay, so basically, I feel that the people that want to do the unplugged weddings, where they're like, "Oh, everyone put their phones away, or leave them in your cars, whatever the case is." I feel like if you're going to do that and you really want that private moment for, say, the ceremony, that's fantastic. Do that. Have that private moment in the church. No phones. Be present. get that. What I don't really agree with is the aspect of the entire evening. I feel like a lot of people, especially younger people, have that addiction. They have that comfort to having their phone, and when they don't have it, I feel like there's a part of them that maybe doesn't feel 100% at ease. And for me personally, I'm a photographer. I love photos. I'm always taking pictures of things, and especially at an event like that, I want to be taking pictures. I want to remember this moment, those little things. So I would struggle with that for that reason. But I do get some people don't care. Some people don't need their phone. They don't look at them.
People don't
But
care.
for those people, yeah.
I've been to
How
both.
about you?
I have been to, obviously, I've been to weddings before cell phones, so that was never a problem. It was never
Sure,
like
sure.
nobody thought of it. But I have been recently in the last 5 years to one particular wedding where when you walk in, there are ushers standing at the end of each aisle with a basket,
Okay,
and they say, in front of you, in front of him, turn off your phone and put it in this basket, and it will be handed back to you after the ceremony. And it didn't bother
okay.
me at all. Um,
But this is just for the ceremony, correct?
Ceremony, and then you get it
Okay,
back for the reception.
okay,
Um,
okay,
I mean, I guess honestly, I was raised at a different time by a different parent who was, she gave me the Emily Post book to read when I was in second grade. Like I had to read up on manners. So I know
okay.
not to do stuff during a wedding. I know not to stand up and bring my phone out during the middle of the ceremony. Not everybody knows that. I mean, I
Right,
don't know how to get it across to people except for this, what we're doing.
right.
Um, there are a lot of suggestions online, and they start with, and I think it's if this is what you want to do, be very clear, put it in your invitation, speak about it to every person you talk to. Whenever you post about your wedding, whenever you talk about, remember, this is a ceremony that's going to be unplugged. I do not want phones. Do not get upset when I take your phone or when whatever. And that gives people the expectation. They know what they're looking at.
That's true.
I can't say for sure, but I promise you there's somebody at somebody's wedding probably right now talking on speakerphone or taking a picture and getting in the way and doing something stupid.
Oh, oh gosh,
So I
yes,
can't blame
yes.
brides. Um, there's not really any reason for everybody there to be filming the wedding itself when if you have a photographer. I don't understand the purpose of filming the wedding like as a guest.
Well, and the other thing I did want to chime in with is again, these people that maybe have those rules that they want to set for the wedding, maybe they know their guests really well. I mean, for the most part, oh, I have my family, my friends, they're big. They're like you said, the speakerphone, or they're obnoxious with the constantly taking selfies and making a distraction. You kind of know, like, oh, this group's rowdy versus, okay, for the most part, my guests are really respectful. They're not on their phones. So for that aspect, if you know who you're dealing with, as most people do when you invite them to an event, that's what would gauge it for me. Is if.
If I was getting married today, I would probably have an unplugged ceremony because, like you just said, I know the people that I know, and I know
Yep.
they're all they're all ill-behaved.
And that's okay, but that's why these people make up these
And honestly,
fun little
I
rules.
love ill-behaved people, and I love being ill-behaved sometimes. But when you want to look at your wedding video, you don't want to see Bob standing up with his phone taking a video of the photographer taking a video of you getting married. I don't want
Yes.
that. I don't
Yes.
blame brides for being upset about that. Now, with all this, Photoshop and everything, there's a lot of stuff you can block out, even in a video.
Yep. Oh
So
yes.
it's not the end of the world, but I think just to save me a little bit of aggravation, but I'm going to be the devil's advocate. Here's a scenario. What if uh, you hire a videographer and he's there and then something happens and he or she, they just like they have a family emergency. Somebody got hit by a car and they just up and leave right before the ceremony and all you have is a bunch of people with their phones. That could be a whole thing.
Very, very valid.
What was
Very
that? What if that's
valid.
all the video you had?
That's so true. See, look at that. Okay, that's a great way to poise it. Like,
So where
who
do we draw the
knows?
line? Where do we draw the line?
Well, again, like for me, I don't like in any situation. I don't like the spotlight on me, but that's a different story. So I don't feel like I would tell people, "Oh no, put your phones away and focus on me," or focus on me and my soon to be spouse. Uh, I don't know. I don't like dictating the way people want to do. Like, oh, as long as you're not being
You're gonna
disrespectful. Like,
go, you're gonna go, I'd like to thank everyone for coming now. If you want to do Wordle while we're getting married, please take out your phone.
exactly,
Just
exactly.
put it
You
on
do you.
silent. Put it
You
on
got to
silent.
check in. You got to
Good
take your,
connection.
whatever.
You guys, if you
Yeah.
want to, airdrop pictures to each other.
Take your dating app messages, whatever you're doing. Sure.
What if
No, but
you just had the priest or the officiant or the whoever is the justice of the peace who's officiating the ceremony say at the beginning, before the bride comes out, everybody look at your phone, put it on silent.
yes. Okay, that I'm 100% on board
Put your
with.
phone on silent.
There should be no phones ringing. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody that still lets their phone ring, but I know there are those people that do, and they
I've
should be
heard phones ringing in funerals. I've heard phones ringing.
those phones should be compensated
They should
before
be
because
calm.
it's
But by the time it's ringing, the damage is already done.
true. Yeah, that's true.
Again, we talked about this. Sometimes the worst thing that can happen is the best thing. Somebody takes a video, but then that's the only video you have. There's really no right answer to this, but we got to give out some tickets because the only person that got a ticket last time was me. And I really
That's
don't
true.
like being on the wrong end of the law.
Especially when we're the one divvying them out. Okay, come on.
I know, right? There's just two of us, and I'm the only one that's got a ticket so far. You're going to have to do something bad.
I was going to say we're only on our ninth episode, so give me some time. I'm sure I can come up with
I
something.
think the opposite of an unplugged wedding, and again, it was a wedding I've been to recently where they had a thing, a QR code on the table that said, share all your pictures, share all your videos, whatever you
Yes.
got from this wedding.
Yes.
I feel
Yep.
like I feel, having said all this out loud, I feel like there's no in between. It's either all or nothing.
Yes, and then there are. So I get a little bit of both of this. So back when we had the photo booth company, we would do this thing where we would encourage people to share their photos. So we would have the people in, they would take their photos, they would get them texted to themselves or emailed, and then we would print them for them. They loved the digital version of it. So what we would do is we would encourage our guests, if you take any photos in the photo booth, please scan this QR code, add it to the gallery if you'd like to, or if you have your own personal ones. Now, the big push was to have them get their personal photos that they take because those are the ones that they're intimate, they're very it's
Those are
showing
the
that
ones you want to
individual,
see, right?
yeah, those moments of those individual people that are enjoying your moment with you. So I thought that was fantastic, and I think that should be strongly encouraged. The only issue we had was some of the older people that didn't really know what a QR code was and how to like navigate the apps. That was the only disconnect. But hopefully, maybe Grandma's been getting a little hyped up with her technology, and maybe she can figure that out because it is nice to have that
When
aspect.
you said that, I felt like you were talking to me.
No,
Maybe
no,
grandma,
no,
because you
no.
know
Oh
what?
gosh,
No, I
no.
am that age. I am my peers are the people who are going like
Yeah, it's
this.
like help me. They hand it to their kids or their nephews.
I
Like
don't mean my
fix this,
exact.
make this work, make this work.
I'm not as bad. My age. I'm 65 tomorrow. I'm very happy about that. Thank you.
Happy
And
early
yay!
birthday!
And I know my kids are so much better at it than me. I know you're so much better at it than me. But if I signed up for Pinterest, I thought I had you would think I had cured cancer or something. I was like texting everybody, guess what I just did? I set up a business account on Pinterest, and they're all like,
Yeah.
hey, I got confetti from somebody. They're like, the technology is tricky because people they're so divided about it. They're so divided. I want to have an old school wedding with no phones and just be in the moment. But for some people, being in the moment means taking that picture.
Yeah, or capturing that memory or that moment for themselves. Like, oh, I really wanted this of Carl and Laura to have this picture, and they do those things for themselves. Now, is it considered selfish? Maybe, and if it goes against the wishes of bride and groom, you might not want to do it. But for the most part, you're right. Like, it's the individual's right to do so.
It is. If you have a bride and groom that tell you to leave your phone on silent, I want everybody to look at your invitation when you get an invitation. I want everybody who hears this, no matter your age, just when you walk into a wedding, no matter what they have said, put your phone on silent and don't look at it until the ceremony's over.
Yes,
That's all I
yes.
want everybody to do. So what we're going to do is we are going to, who can we give a ticket to today?
To those people that don't put their phones on silent when they
We're
go
going to
to
give a
weddings.
mass ticket. We're going to be issuing a
Yes.
mass ticket to A, anybody who doesn't put their phone away, and B, anybody who, if you don't put it away, you don't put it on silent. So we're going to have 1,000 tickets, a
Write
thousand
them up.
tickets today.
Write them. And
And
they are,
all
this
of
is
you
the
have,
one we
there's
respect.
no appear in court. You just pay the ticket. And the ticket money goes to the bride because she's going to have, and the groom, because they're going to have to edit your nonsense out of their wedding video. It's going to cost $250.
Well, and you just don't want to be that person that's the distraction
And
where
I'll be
everybody
like
turns
this.
their head.
The police have spoken. These little sunglasses make my eyes hot. I don't mean hot like in the sense that, wow, you have hot eyes. I mean like
Like warm.
eyeballs are sweaty. Yeah. I don't mind it, but it's just kind of random.
Well, you look amazing. You look
I
fantastic
thank
today.
you. Well,
This on the day of your birthday eve. You look
I
amazing.
had to put on a little makeup because it is, you got to feel good. If you want to look good, you got to feel good.
Absolutely. Of course. Especially like when, you're going to be on camera for the first time showing off everything.
Showing off everything. I want to be more active on TikTok with people, and I don't know how. So that's going to be all week this week. I'm going to be reading on how to make a TikTok. But I'm going to tell you one thing we're not going to do
Uh-oh. What's that?
because you're going to be making them and I'm going to be making it, and we're going to make them together.
Okay.
We are not going to get that voice. And do you know what that voice is? Hi, I'm so and so, and this is the 14 things I looked at when I was when first of all, yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you know that voice I'm talking about? That TikTok
No.
voice where it's like this monotone, like, hi, I'm shopping for wedding flowers, and these are the 10 wedding flowers I'm not going to choose because
Oh, I
this,
think
this,
I
this,
do.
and
Yes,
that.
yes.
And
It's like
it's
it's
that
like a female. Yes, I think I know the voice.
it's a monotone TikTok voice. And it is so prevalent with young women. I'm not sure that they know what they're doing, that they know that they are taking away all the up and down of your voice, the character, the crazy personality. Be crazy.
The influxes. Yeah, exactly. You want that.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not as crazy as us. Maybe dial it down a notch. But
Just the hair.
if you're having fun, have fun. I just feel like they've all gotten together and they've all said, okay, we're going to use this one voice, and this is going to be it. We used to be the Valley Girl voice. Remember the Valley Girl voice? Remember
I
that?
live for a Valley Girl. Yes.
And oh,
It's
that's
put
still
on,
a
but
big thing.
man,
It is. It's
it
still a big
is.
thing.
I don't know
Um,
if that'll ever go away completely.
so we decided today, unplugged weddings are okay. Unplugged
Yes.
ceremony, unplugged reception is a waste of energy. Let people do what they want to
100%.
do. Nobody's got to
100%.
be clear about what you're doing. And if you don't, that's on you. And everybody who acts stupid and doesn't put their phone on silent gets a $250 ticket payable to whoever wedding it was, groom and groom, bride and groom, bride and bride,
Cough it
whatever.
up. Cough it up.
Rough it up for their editing reasons. A week from today, we're going to have an episode called Ask the Wedding Police. And maybe we'll read two.
Okay. You
I don't
read
know.
to well, let's
I
see
feel like
how
we're
let's see
only going
what
to
kind of
get through
feedback.
one. We're going to yammer on about one.
But that's fine. Well, let's just see how many we get. We might get a crazy influx of people that want to ask us questions.
Let's just pick
Hopefully
one.
that's the
And
case, guys. Send us
yeah,
those
send us
questions.
all of your questions. Weddingpolice.com, Wedding Police Podcast on Instagram, The Wedding Police on Facebook, and The Wedding Police on TikTok. And that's where you can find us. Until next week, we are The Wedding Police.
We're out.